Hey guys, it's been crazy. I don't blame anybody for not coming in. Okay guys, just give me a second. Okay. Tonight, I think if I can, we're going to try to do what needs to be done. I ended up helping my mom with something that needed to be done. And so, yeah, that's why I'm late. I will not make an excuse because it needed to be done. So we are going to do our weekly recap. And then we're going to try doing our monthly recap and see if I can get that. I don't know if we did that last live or not. We had 8 videos and 8 shorts, 7 live streams, and 2 posts. We had 2.6 thousand people tuned in, and we got 18 new subscribers. So thank you to everybody that signed in and logged and subscribed. People watched Whale Tales, Vampire Squid, and a new one, 500 subscribers. Yay! 28 likes and 13 shares, but no comments this week, guys. No bueno. How many times were your videos liked? Okay. Well, that's not good. I was almost done with YouTube Studios, and I'm not sure what happened, but it quit on me. So anyway, well, that's coming up if it comes back up. Nature peeps, sometimes it is fun to leave the science and the nature themes on the shelf for a night. And that is exactly what I'm doing. We are leaving it on the shelf. And enjoying our time together. Tonight, though, I'm doing just what I promised. We're gonna play what? We are doing just that. We are going to jump into tonight's Sprite Fest. I'm going to do the monthly recap, or try to, and the weekly recap if possible, but I'm having some technical difficulties. There it goes. We are gonna play. The problem is it quit on me. How many times were your videos liked last week? 19, 28, or 37? Hello, whoever just came in. Hola. And that is the end of my Spanish. How many times were your videos watched last week? 19, 28, or 37 times? If you think you know the answer, leave it in the comments. 19 times, 28 times, or 37 times? We're going with 28. It is 28. Your most liked video last week was not, I am proud to say, Whale Tales. It was, in fact, Vampire Squid. Something different. Woohoo! You guys, if you know, you know. I am not unhappy about that. We're going to I lost a subscriber on the other channel. You know, it happens. And I have a theory on why, but I'm not going to share it on here because really, what's the use, right? However, on the other channel, we had one video and 6 shorts. $576 people tuned in, and we got 4 new subscribers. This is what people watched: Platypus Facts, Egg-laying Mammals, and The Fish in My Collection. There were 10 likes and 1 share. What was your most watched video last week? The Fish in My Collection, Egg-laying Mammals, or Platypus Facts? What was your most watched video last week? The Fish in My Collection, Egg-laying Mammals, or Platypus Facts? Hello, everybody that just came in. Let yourself be known. Let yourselves be known. Am I guessing this one, or are you, Carol, or anybody else that wants to? By the way, tonight, for those of you that have just come in, we are going to be talking about monsters throughout different cultures. And probably not the ones you're thinking of. You're thinking Platypus Facts? You were right. This video got 278 views in the last week. Blows my mind right out of the water. Okay. With that, it is time to get into the meat of today's topic. So, we are going to be talking about things that go bump in the night tonight. No, we're not talking about ghosts and cryptids tonight. Tonight, we are jumping down into the realm of monsters and myth. And we will be looking at monsters that filled the night across several different cultures across the world. And hopefully, we don't wake any up in the process. For now, though, let's get into it. So the first one that we're going to be talking about comes right here in North America. And it belongs to the Iroquois tribe and maybe some other tribes in that region. But long time ago, there was a famine in the area. And the young people wanted to leave. They wanted to go where the game was. And the elders said, no, they will come back. We need to stay in our land. Well, the young men did not like that idea, and they revolted. They unalived the elders and disposed of them in the lake. All of their energy, all of the elders that were thrown into the lake, combined their energies into one creature, the flying head. This thing, seriously scary. It has long hair and red eyes, and it comes from what would become the state of New York. It has long dark hair, horrible eyes, and a mouth filled with razor-sharp fangs. And these creatures would, of course, at night, go for people. The other creature that we're going to talk about is Adlet. Now, Adlet is an Inuit creature. They are basically humanoid, but they are humanoid wolves who are taller than humans. The top half is said to be human, and the bottom half is very much wolf-like. And they are said to be fast, and again, they are said to hunt humans. Hello, everybody. Say hi. Don't just sit there and not talk. Say hi. Next up are the Cyclops. Now, these guys were Titans at one time. Children of Gaia. These guys, some of them were locked up in Tartarus. One was blinded by Odysseus, but others worked in the workshops of Hephaestus, and that myth comes from the Greeks. Next up, we have the golems. Now, this came up in Jewish culture. Gaia, Gaia. And these guys are usually crafted from clay or mud, and then they are magically brought to life. Now, these guys are obedient, and rumor has it you would slip a piece of paper into the mouth, and they will follow those instructions literally. So if you say, the people in the red house at the end of the street are bad people, deal with them. They're going to go to the red house at the end of the street and do what they have to do. Next up, we have the Shad Havar. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. It is an Arabian creature that came out of the medieval ages. And it is very unicorn-like. They had a big horn that came out of the head, and it had 42 branches, and it also had 42 holes within the horn, and the wind passing through it created music. It is very antelope-like. What do you think so far? Creepy, not creepy enough? I don't know. Let me know. Next up, this one, I honestly say this one gave me the chills. This is the, and I'm not going to pronounce it right, I know. It is the Bakwas. Anyway, it's Bakwas. This is a spirit that comes from the tribes of what would become British Columbia. So the indigenous people in that area. If you were lost in the forest assumingly at night, this spirit would come to you and it would offer you food out of a cockle shell. If you don't know what a cockle shell is, it's a cross between, it looks like a cross between a scallop and a clam. And there would be food inside the shell. Now, you would be hungry. Pretty good chance you were hungry. Pretty good chance that you couldn't resist the food. If you ate the food, you were done. You were finished. And you became a ghost just like them. These guys are oftentimes very tall, almost skeletal images. Next up, we return to the Greeks. Only this time we are talking about Mormo. Now, I don't know much about this creature, just that he was a vampire that fed on the younger generation. And again, he comes from the Greeks. Goblins. Goblins are a type of fairy, and they are known to be mischievous. And there are many different types of goblins. Goblins include imps, gremlins, blue caps, kobolds, red caps, and more, many, many more. And all of these creatures are a kind of fairy and a kind of goblin. Yeah. And not a single one of them is friendly. Next up, we have a creature from China. Now, this creature, you probably have seen it if you've seen any of the old brownies. Yes, a type of goblin. The Pixiu, Pixiu. This creature is a winged lion, and it is believed to chase off evil spirits and attract wealth for its owner. Man, I could use one of them. Next, we have one from the Cherokee Nation. And when I saw that, I knew I had to include it. This is Uk'tena. It is a horned water serpent. This serpent was as large as a tree trunk and covered in magical scales. Now, they could not be killed except for one spot on the head. Its breath was poisonous. Now, once you killed the snake, you had a problem. Because the crystal requires the same thing that vampires drink, or it would become a ball of fire and it would seek after its own food source. Next up, we return to Africa with the Groot slaying. I cannot make it up. That is its name. It lives in a cave called the Wonder Hole. This creature was so strong that the gods decided to split the creature into two separate creatures, an elephant and a snake. And the monster was said to be 60 feet long, and it guarded a cave filled with diamonds. Yes, Groot slaying. Grootslang. Now, we return to Greek mythology, and we're talking about the Dryad. These guys are tree spirits. Now, according to the Greeks, each tree had a spirit, a nymph associated with it. If you needed to chop down that tree, you would show some type of respect, some type of maybe a trinket, I don't know. And then and only then could you chop the tree down. If you didn't, you might end up in a lot of trouble. You might end up with the axe bouncing off of the tree and hitting you. All types of crazy things. Next up, we have mermaids. Well, the dryads are the tree ones. I think the naiads are water. I think. Next up, we have mermaids. Now, a lot of different cultures have their own mermaid. They may not call it that, but that's what it is. In some cultures, mermaids could turn to humans and even marry humans. And we see that in some of the mermaids around Britain or Ireland. Some stories say that they could foretell of danger. Some even bringing disasters. So they could be good or they could be bad. And that is a European creature, but again, a little bit of wishy-washy because hard to know where it's from. Next up, we have a creature that comes from Korean folklore. This is Dokkaebis, and it comes from, again, Korean folklore. These guys sort of remind me of goblins, but they're not goblins. They play tricks on bad people, but for good people, they give rewards of wealth or blessings, and they can transform into objects at night. We return to North America for not one, but two creatures. My favorite type of creatures, the little people. Because I resemble them to an extent. None of these little people, though, are nice. In fact, they are the opposite of nice. So the first one are Nimmergeiers. Nimerigar. Or people eaters. These are a race of dwarves that reside in the Wind River and Pedro Mountains found in Wyoming. They are part of the Crow and the Shoshone legends. They shoot poisoned arrows, and then when you succumb, they bop you in the head. They are known to take children, and they're also known to unalive livestock. And supposedly, I don't know how true it is. I don't really believe it. But there have been skeletons found. Anyway, moving on. The next one are the Pukwudgies. Now, these guys are, again, little people. Sort of like fairies, leprechaun-ish creatures. Very scary. These guys have two different personalities. I'm going to be honest. And it all depends on which tribe is telling their story. The Ojibwe believe that these guys are harmless, while another tribe, Abenaki, Abenaki, say that they steal kids and have the powers of a skinwalker. I am not covering skinwalkers because they're so famous you can look them up. Next up, we return to Africa with the Kong Mateo, Kongamato. It is a flying monster that is home in Zambia, Angola, and the Congo. They are said to be a pterosaur, so like a pterodon. It has huge wings but no feathers. Some people claim it is a cryptid. I wasn't going to throw cryptids in, but I saw them and I thought, what the heck? It's my live. I can do what I want. Hi, Fortnite God. Welcome back. The next one that we're going to talk about are the Gorgons from Greek mythology. Now, these guys are interesting because we have Medusa, who is technically a Gorgon, but she was once human, whereas the Gorgons never were human. They do have snakes for hair. They have tusk. They have wings, so they can fly. And they have claws made out of brass. We are talking about monsters tonight. Yeah, we're stepping away from the norm. Just because. Next up, we have, oh man, this is a creature from Mesopotamia. I'm trying to think. I want to say they might have been in the last, I don't think it was the remake of Clash of the Titans, or if it was the next one. But these guys are also called Scorpion Men. Its name in Mesopotamia is Aqrabumelu. This is a creature, as I said, from Mesopotamia. They are a hybrid of a scorpion and a man. They had the body of a scorpion, the face, torso, and arms of a man. So I'm thinking they have the legs, right? The legs of a scorpion, maybe the stinger of the scorpion, and the rest is all human. Now, these guys went to war against the gods, but they stand as guardians, and they also warn travelers of danger. From Korean folklore, we have the Gumho. I don't know if that's pronounced right. It's GumIho. This is a fox. Not a lady fox, but a fox. Or a nine-tailed fox. Now, I think the Japanese have a similar creature in their myths, but one of their forms, and they can have many different forms, but one of their forms is a beautiful woman who tricks boys into following them and then, eats their hearts. The Two-Face. I cannot make this up. They are known to the Sioux, the Plains, and the Omaha tribes. The Two-Face is a two-faced monster who preys on people. They like to torture and disfigure people before unaliving them. People who gaze upon their twin faces are instantly paralyzed by fear, and people are supposedly known to have died from fright just by looking at them. Legends say that they, of course, prefer people and women. Carol, you went quiet. I don't know why. Next up, we have our final creature for the evening. Maybe. It is a bird from the Zulu folklore, so we are back in Africa. This is a bird. It is about as big as a human. They can summon lightning and storms. It is a shapeshifter. And they are said to guard witches and witch doctors. And they are known to attack people and drink the blood. Okay. Now, the question is, do we do a part 2? Or do we leave this one where it's at? Yeah. A part 2? Do we have an agreement on that? Carol, part 2? Okay. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Maybe not. It won't be this week. Coming up for the rest of the week, I have to look because I don't remember. Because my brain is focused on kids. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Swiss cheese. Maybe. Carol, did I put the new lives on Facebook? Or are they only on YouTube? They are only, yeah. Because I was ready to call it. When I say I almost skipped live tonight. Let's just put it that way. Y'all are lucky that I'm here. I was busy at work, working on YouTube. Gosh darn. Sorry guys, I need to mute because even though it is my music, I'm not taking any chances. Okay. Friday's video is not planned out yet, but we are going to be talking about being stung or bitten for views. And there are guys out there who have done this and are still doing it. And because I want to stir the pot just a little bit, we're going to talk about it. Is it good or is it bad? And then Saturday at 8:30 p.m., we're going to be looking at the carnivores in my collection. So, all of the things back there that are carnivores. And then, yeah. So I'm hoping to be able to just enjoy the night. I may or may not have a video for you for tomorrow. I'm hoping to get it done. It just depends on what happens. I'm like, yay. Just a lot going on right now. I mentioned on the other channel that I might have a thing, a good thing relating to the channel. That did not happen. That's okay though. It's fine. It is what it is. But I am in a challenge with my nephew to reach 1,000 subscribers before him. There is no deadline. I just have to reach it before him. And his channel is different than mine. It is a gaming channel. A little bit more popular. So, share videos, leave comments, like the videos. That's what you need to do. Anyway, what is up, y'all? It's been a quiet night. Maybe Fridays will be louder. I hope. I love the little icons. Or the little emojis. That light is hurting my eyes. Ooh. Sorry. Do I focus in on certain type of creatures for the next live? Do you have ideas for lives? For the next Monster Live, do I focus in on one area? Like, do I do just Native American? Do I do European? Do I do it like I did this time and just do a mix? Because I did not bring South America and Mexico into this. Although technically Mexico is part of North America, so just going to say European monsters. That'll be easy because there are tons of creatures from European legend. Also next week, we are, I think, going to do, I don't know, several. I'll do several of them. I don't know what. We're going to do a Learn to Care next week. You guys seemed to enjoy when I did that on the pangolin. Next week, we are going to do Learn to Care maybe sea turtles. Oh no, Learn to Care Shark Edition. So that is coming up. Yeah, so if you saw the pangolin episode that we did last week or the week before, it's going to very much follow the same style. We're going to talk about them, and then we're going to hit into the we're going to talk about them as endangered species and talk about, we may not get as many numbers this time around, but we are going to be talking about them. We may not, I don't have representations of all of the sharks, but, and I thought I said something different, but that's okay. Um, I need another idea for live. Lives are hard to do because I would do a Q&A, but I never get responses when I ask for questions for a Q&A, so I don't think that's going to happen, y'all. Never in the history of this channel, since we've been doing lives, have I done a Q&A where I've actually had questions. It's really sad, guys. Myths and Mortals? Is that, did I read that right? I don't want to spend too much time on myths. I mean, not ruling it out. I will write it down. But I need to know how to go about it. I don't. I tell you what I don't want to do. I don't want to do creation stories because I feel like those are sacred. Those can be told by somebody of the different cultures. Carol, if I were to do a tiger episode, it would be Bengal because a lot of the other tigers that we talk about are all subspecies of Bengal tiger. The only one that isn't is the Amur tiger or the Siberian tiger, as it's sometimes or used to be called. But I will write that down. We can do that later. Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I want to do the so if you want a Q&A, I don't know if you do or don't, you need to drop the questions in the comment section for this live. Not here in the comment section where you're typing, but down below in the comments. Let me know because it's something different. And I don't share a whole lot about myself on here. So y'all don't know me. Well, most of you don't. There are questions that I won't answer? I feel like that could be a trick thing. Because I do have kids that come into my live. Oh, that's a good one too. Is that I was thinking of just doing sea turtles because then it would be longer. But we could do that. Would you guys be against grouping them together and just having a bigger discussion? Am I just a talking head right now? I think I am. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Boy, that light goes right through my ears, doesn't it? Maybe one night I should do constellations. Animals related to constellations. But I've been doing that on the channel, so I don't know if I want to do that or not. How is everybody's week going? I know how mine's going. I don't know. Right now I don't want to go too far ahead with it. So we're good for at least to learn the cares. It's the rest of the week because I'm not going to do the learn to care videos are really they hit differently than other videos. They tend to be they tend to be really sad. Okay, Fortnite God. Be good. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Have a great week. Be good. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm torn. I want to do. What I'm looking at is, what do we have in our zoos that people can make that connection with? It is. And that might actually be a really good topic. How do we choose? A Amur leopard, not American. I think I've covered, at least for now, enough zoo topics. Hello, whoever else is in here. Say something if you can. If you are here and you're shy, I'm super shy. Don't be afraid to say hi. Hi, Dinozilla Rex. I want to keep it focused for the most part. We can do a top 10 endangered, but my problem is, if we do a top 10 endangered, is it my top 10 or is it a real life top 10? But it wouldn't be a learn to care, it would just be a top 10. Well, I would have to research that out. Dinozilla Rex, what are you talking about? So they have a WWF has a top 10. Interesting. Okay. It's okay. No worries, Dinozilla Rex. Not a problem. How old is your son? Never mind. Yeah. We get it. You should see my niece. She'll give any kid a run for their money. And any parent. Or aunts, uncle, grandma, grandpa, great grandma. Yeah. You name it, she'll give them a run. She has earned the name. Oh, don't be sorry. Do not be sorry. It would not be the first time that we've had kids get on. Yep. We get it. We are just sitting here talking about ideas for lives because sometimes I need some help. Dinozilla Rex, did you stumble across my live or are you a subscriber? Yeah, but that really is a good age though. They're not a teenager. Uh-oh. Are you all here? Are y'all still here? Oh, okay. Mom is watching. I like that. I tell you what. Yeah, I don't know the best way to do it. Now it's on the other side. If Dinozilla Rex, if you want to remove your son, I am very careful about what I discuss on the channel. Because I know sometimes kids sometimes get on. I even have a niece that watches my channel, so I'm very careful with what I discuss, so or try to be. It's on my face, it's probably going to be everywhere else too. For people that don't know, I am in a contest. I try. My videos deal with nature and plants and rocks. But if I do post one that says be careful with, yeah, I try to put into it or make it so that kids can't watch it. And usually that's rare, but sometimes. Yeah, but now I feel like I'm washed out. That's better. Maybe. Ay, ay, ay. What was I going to say? I am in a contest with my nephew who is younger than me. Duh. But he has a gaming channel, whereas I have a science nature channel. And we are going for, he's challenged me to reach 1,000 subscribers before him, basically. And right now I am at 520. Last time I checked. I don't know where I am currently because sometimes during lives things happen. Well, ultimately, I have final say-so. Carol, 523 subscribers. Is that where we were at this morning? I'm going to be really hard on myself here in a second. No, we were, yeah. This morning we were at 520. That's where we were at. 13 hours ago. Wow. I definitely want to learn to care tigers. I definitely want to do the sharks. But I think I like the idea of the African forest elephants. So I think we'll bump that one up. I changed my mind. I'm allowed. How is everybody doing? I appreciate all of my subscribers. No matter the age. And I wonder if that's why I don't get Q&A. Don't worry about it. Just know that I'm really, really particular about what is said in my live. Okay? But obviously, it's T-Rex. And maybe Godzilla. I'm sorry. And it's okay. I shouldn't talk for you. My favorite animal, all of them. All of them. I can't choose. I want this to be my mascot for the channel. Carol? Oh, never mind. So, I have two of my most favorite things in the world. Monsters and animals. If you know, you know. And I have this. Let go. Yeah. So they sit up on my shelf. Did I watch the new movies? No, I did not. But I have seen the new Godzilla vs. Kong that came out previously. I also have, and I don't know if you know this guy or not, but he's another one of my favorite Japanese monsters. And if you watch the older movies, I have almost all of the monsters for that. So I haven't been getting any new ones, only because I can't afford them. So we'll put those up. And we went quiet. Oh, there it goes. Back up. Won't be doing Godzilla because we've already done Godzilla, I think. Carol, have we done the Godzillas in a live? I don't even know if I want to do that. I want to look at the lives that we've done. Well, I don't want to do just a live. Can you? I don't have a King Kong. The closest I have to Kong, oops, is this. Sorry, you can't really see him. Is a gorilla. So yeah, I mean, I can talk about Kong. I can talk about King Kong. Maybe that'll be our... Maybe we can do King Kong for our... I have it recorded. You know what? I don't do a lot of monster stuff on my channel, but I will figure out a way to do it. Okay? Got to keep the fans happy. Got to keep the people watching my channels. Yeah. I have King Ghidorah. Now, it may not be the one that he's talking about. Because they're not the ones from the movie, the last movie. But I do have King Ghidorah. And I have that. Now this is from a movie that came out, I think, in the 90s. This is Mecha King Ghidorah. Not from the newer movies, but sort of the new old. So I think I thought we did. That's Fireman. Why'd you delete it? Yeah, this one is not the newer one. And the heads don't move. Whereas I think, oh wait, no, not even in this one. Yeah. I have him where I like the wings out more. I am missing 2 of the original Godzilla monsters. So the when I was a kid, we had a black and white TV, so they were all black and white. But I'm missing Megalon, and I'm missing Idra. And of course, any of the newer stuff. And a bunch of stuff from Gamera. I like Mothra too, and I have Mothra. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know all of the new terms. It's been a while since I've been in school. It's been 3 years. Ha 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 ha. I gotta put those guys up. I don't like having them down. Sorry for the view. Gosh darn it. Well, Mothra has gone AWOL. I don't know where he is. Or she is, rather. Gamera's missing, Carol. It's all your fault. Oh no, I found her. Oh my goodness. I think though it'll be Friday at 7 p.m. Have a good night, Dinozilla Rex. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. That's the Mothra. And I think that this is a newer version of Mothra. I don't think it's the original. The next live, did I see him? Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. We did good tonight, I think. $523 subscribers. I don't know. Okay, Carol, I'm gonna go. I have to film and edit a video. So I will talk to you later. Or I'll call you, one or the other. Good night. Good night, everybody.